Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is March the 17th, 2022. We got some AEW to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, but I did forget one thing that WWE announced, and they announced that Queen Sharmell, aka Booker T's wife, will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. So yeah, that's happening there. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys celebrated the Austin 316 Day. That was yesterday. If you guys didn't know that, he made during the pandemic era, I believe it was that. I think it was that day. I think it was that year, 2020. He made a 316 Day, and everybody been celebrating every time on March 6th, 16th, every year. That's why we saw Thunder Rosa in her gear, and it had 316 on it. So that's pretty cool. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to AEW. Because now Chris Jericho talk about why these guys, why is Daniel Garcia, Matt Lee, and Jet Parker? I think that's their name is. They have different names, and I can't even say their names. There was a lot of words in these guys' names. So, yeah, and why they, I forgot what he said. Mentored by Chris Jericho is because he did things for him. He even said his former best friend Kevin. He didn't say his whole name, but Kevin. He says he knows these guys that got released. That's 2.0, and put them on your podcast and see if they could get a job. So technically, Chris Jericho helped Kevin. But the interesting part is that he's not a pro wrestler. These guys are not pro wrestlers anymore because that's what everybody's been calling this. AEW is all about pro wrestling. But Chris Jericho says they're not pro wrestlers. Well, we thought Daniel Garcia was going to get mad, but he said they are sports entertainers. The fans went nuts on it. They booed. But everybody is a sports entertainer. Everybody could say, oh, I do this. I'm a pro wrestler. I'm an entertainer. WWE is all about entertaining. But everything isn't entertaining. Right? Because you're on TV, you want ticket sales, it's all entertainment. So I don't know what those guys talking about, but they are entertainers, and now their goal is to beat up pro wrestlers. So I'm guessing Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz, because they call themselves pro wrestlers, they're going to get beat up by Chris Jericho and his team. So we will see what happens on there. Looks like Chris Statlander is going to show her serious face because I believe with Layla Hirsch, she got really mad. And now she took off the face paint that on her face and she took the contacts out her eyes. I'm guessing she's not going to be an alien anymore. So let's see what happens there. We have a lot of things happening on Rampage. Bagel del Sol probably going to be in the match. Bursting the House of Black. That's interesting. I think that's it. No more big segments. They did say that FTR might have Bret Hart as their manager because they got rid of Joey Blanchard. And the Young Bucks says they will always be the second best tag team. And then they said you could bring the best there is, the best there ever was as your manager, but you're still going to be the second best tag team. So let's see what happens on that. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's it about the interviews and the segments that was more that is important that I know of. So let's get to the matches. So we got to start off the show. We got a trios match. Adam Cole and the Red Dragons, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, versus Hangman Adam Page and the tag team champions Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. I thought it was an interesting match. I enjoyed it, maybe because I like tag team matches more than singles matches. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Adam Cole and Red Dragons. They got the win. And when does these guys get another title shot? Because I believe Double or Nothing is far away on the calendar. Next, we have Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley versus best friends Chuck Taylor and Utah. Not Trent this time. But, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. Back and forth. Hey, I like Utah. Utah is pretty good in the ring. He's pretty good. So the winner of that match was Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley getting the win. But when they were helping out Chuck Taylor and Yuta on the ramp, the best friends people, Danhausen and Orange Cassidy, and then Yuta just went back in the ring and got in the face of William Regal, and then William Regal slaps him in the face, and then they got more into the face and start talking words. But what does that mean? Is Yuta going to join them? Because the last time William Regal slapped somebody, he slapped Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley, and they turned into a tag team. Is he going to join the group? We will find out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 titles on the line. Our first title will be the Revolution brass ring person winner, Wardlow, will be versus Scorpio Sky for the TNT title. And ladies and gentlemen, I thought Wardlow might win this because the guy is big and he was just tossing Scorpio Sky around. But a whole bunch of American top team guys was attacking Wardlow. There's a guy, I don't know who he is. Who is this guy? He's the husband of the lady that signed a contract when she knocked out Tay Conti and signed the contract on Tay Conti's booty. But why is he here? And then I guess the one way to distract somebody is make out with your wife in front of the guy. In front of Wardlow. How is that a distraction? What is this? Is this another website? If you guys know what I mean. But why? How is that a distraction? And he was about to get powerbombed until Scorpio Sky attacked. And if you guys didn't notice that Dan Lambert was holding the other TNT title, because Scorpion Sky says he's going to hold one title, but for some reason the old man Dan Lambert's holding the interim TNT title that Sammy Guevara had. Why? But a lot of hell broke loose because Shawn Spears came out to distract Wardlow. He had 2 chairs in his hands, and then MJF came out of nowhere, pushes Wardlow into the ring post, and then Scorpio Sky gets the roll-up pin, and he gets the win. And then we just saw American top team people trying to beat up Wardlow. He fought those guys up, and then Shawn Spears, before that, MJF says, "Oh crap, he's still awake. He's gonna run away." But it looks like Wardlow was about to do the powerbomb on MJF until he got whacked by 2 chair shots by Shawn Spears. But Dan Lambert was getting paid to help MJF to beat up Wardlow. And then MJF with the ring on his pinky, he knocked out Wardlow with the ring. The diamond ring. So I'm guessing Wardlow is actually fired from MJF. Because he did quit last week. He says he's not going to work for MJF, not being his bodyguard. He's not helping Shawn Spears. They could do their own problems, handle their own problems, and he says he's done. He wants to get titles now. So I'm guessing he's actually gone now as MJF's contract holder, people. So I guess we're going to have a rivalry between Wardlow and MJF. I'm hoping CM Punk could help him. I think CM Punk and MJF should be done after that dog collar match. Should be done. Then we have the debut of the Hardys coming to AEW. Jeff and Matt Hardy will be versing the Private Party. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, it was an okay match. Not bad. It was okay. When they were young, they were a good tag team, but when they're older, I'm sorry. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. Some reason I'm not. Jeff Hardy is good, but Matt Hardy, I don't know. I'm happy that they're back as a team, but I liked them back in the day. When I was a kid. So yeah, Team Extreme. That's what I like. I like Team Extreme. Back in the day. What do you guys think? Put in the comments. Back in the day or current Hardy Boys? Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was the Hardys, and then the rest of the Private Party's team with Andrade, the AHFO, something like that. They all came out and surrounded the Hardys until Sting and Darby Allin came out to help the Hardys. And then Andrade and the rest of the guys, they just back off. They walked away. Then we have our main event for the Women's World Championship inside the steel cage. It looked like the Hell in a Cell because there was an outside the ring. Like, they could go outside the ring and grab some chairs and all that stuff, but it looked like a Hell in a Cell to me a little bit. It's half Hell in a Cell and half steel cage. It's pretty decent, pretty interesting that they could use weapons. I think it was pretty interesting that because in the steel cage match, when it's actually a steel cage match, they can't grab steel chairs during the match. They had to do it like beginning of the match, or somebody has to help them and toss it over the cage. That's how they do it. But in this match, during the match, they could grab a chair. No problem. But ladies and gentlemen, this was a dangerous match and brutal with a whole bunch of blood and thumbtacks. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and your new AEW Women's World Champion, Thunder Rosa, is the new Women's Champion. And if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Impact Wrestling Results. I'm going to an indie wrestling show on Saturday. I can't wait. Next Saturday, not this Saturday. I wish it was this Saturday, but it's next Saturday. I can't wait because they finally open again. Because you know what? So now I'm going to my very first show after since the lockdown, the second, third lockdown, whatever you want to call it. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm finally going back to another wrestling show. The last one me and my dad went to, was in December. And it's March. It's been like 2 months that I haven't been in a wrestling show. And me and my dad likes to go to these wrestling shows because it's pretty awesome. And I get to meet some wrestlers. That's pretty cool. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited for next Saturday. I hope my dad is. Well, I don't think he likes the sitting on the benches, but at least we get good action while we're sitting on benches. Metal benches. But that's okay. I don't mind. A couple hours watching wrestling live, that's awesome. That's awesome, guys. I like it. But if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Tell us out. Bye!